Buddy, but hey, there'll be more.
On KNBR, the sports leader.
Take a look at Jauan Jennings, who is now off the board, going to San Francisco in the 7th round.
Brock going to play action. Brock going to throw out left. Wide open! Jauan Jennings! Touchdown! San Francisco! 3rd down and 4. Purdy got the shotgun. Looks right. Throws. Caught. Jauan Jennings diving into the end zone! Touchdown! San Francisco!
Yeah, welcoming the Tennessee kid with a little Rocky top. I like it. Grew up in Tennessee, went to high school in Tennessee, played for the Tennessee Volunteers. Now a 49er and now our player of the week, Jauan Jennings, sponsored by Bigelow Tea. Grab a mug and tea proudly. Also sponsored by Benjamin Moore Paints. Experience the Benjamin Moore retail difference at our independently owned authorized retailers today or at benjaminmoore.com. It's been a while since we had Jauan on KNBR. I had it a few years ago, but it's been a while. Jauan, welcome back to the morning show on KNBR, the Niner flagship. Brian Murphy, Markus Boucher, Murph, and Marcus. And good morning, Jauan. How are you, man?
Yeah, what's up, Jauan?
Hey, what's up? Good morning. I'm doing good. Thank y'all for having me on. How y'all doing?
Did you hear that Rocky top we were playing coming in?
Yes, sir. I hear it. Go Vols. First and foremost, go Vols, baby. Let's go.
Now, how does a Tennessee guy, I mean, California is such a different culture. Do you miss Tennessee, some things about Tennessee?
Yeah, I do. I love I miss Tennessee, just the southern food. You know, honestly, that's about the only thing I miss. But the Bay has everything else, man, and it actually feels a lot like Tennessee because it gets cold at nighttime. So I like it.
I like it. Well, obviously, you're making yourself well at home. I mean, do we call you Third and Jauan? Do we call you Chains? Do we call you Benny? I see your Wikipedia says you're Benny Jauan Jennings. Is that right?
Hey, man, Benny and the Jets, man. If you know, you know. You know. Nah, but I'm going to let y'all choose.
Oh, man. Well, listen, Jauan, first of all, congratulations. You're having a great season. You had a big win Sunday. 2 touchdowns. Let's start right there before we talk about your life story. How'd that feel diving into that end zone twice on Sunday, and especially after the Green Bay and Buffalo games?
It felt great. It was great to leave the field on a positive note. And just seeing all the smiles in the locker room, it felt refreshing.
Yeah, and Jauan, I think there's no question about it. We've definitely seen the chemistry and relationship between you and Brock Purdy blossom this season. You lead the team in targets, receptions, and first down so far this season. So talk to us about that bond you have with Brock Purdy. Is it something special and different because you're both 7th-round draft picks? And how's that playing out this season?
I think, just keep working hard, and the ball always finds you. And Brock has just always done everything he's been asked to do, and he's a game changer, man. And having Brock back made a difference, and it's really no different just going out there and practice and getting the reps.
Jauan Jennings is the voice you hear, and what a year he's having too. And this goes all the way back, Jauan, to 2021 when you got drafted in the 7th round. A little bit on your life story here. That was during the COVID draft, right? Was that right? It was the weird draft where nobody was around? Yeah. And so tell us about that feeling. Coming out of Tennessee, what you thought was going to happen to you and how you felt about going in the 7th round to the Niners.
Well, I actually didn't think it would be the 7th round, if you believe that or not. I thought I was actually going to go to Green Bay. First round, at least, just thinking just how hard I'll play, especially in the run game. I'm thinking, I'm definitely going to come off the board first round. But that didn't happen. Then later on, found my team, got a call from San Francisco, and I still think about that call all the time. Life-changing and forever grateful for the Bay, San Francisco.
But when you get here, they actually tell you you're going to spend 2020 on the practice squad. How did you feel about that?
Not too happy. But I think I just took it as another challenge to be able to get better. The facility was great. The chefs there, Louise, Jordan, our nutritionist. He was great in transforming my body into, I just wanted to get better, and so I just took it as an opportunity to get better.
Yeah, and we actually had John Lynch on our show earlier this morning, and he talked about how you guys kind of established your relationship, and you guys bonded over the fact that you were both former quarterbacks who obviously went on to play different positions in the NFL. So talk to us about having a guy like John Lynch in the building. And I guess the bigger question, Jauan, is who throws a better spiral, you or John Lynch?
He's trying to get me there. But it was definitely a shock to find out that he played quarterback. And when I found out he played quarterback, it was a lot more respect. Just knowing, he's played all kind of different positions, but just what he's known for, I would say, in the NFL and what he's done, it just means a lot to just have him as a GM to be able to come out there and showcase your skill and talents to someone who's been there and done that.
Do you credit your ability to find the soft spot in a defense to your former history as a quarterback? I mean, we talk about you moving the chain so much on third down. I'm just always curious, do you see the field differently because of your background as a quarterback?
I think it helps sometimes, and I think it doesn't. But just trying to see the whole shell, just trying to see the whole defense. I think it helps a lot, but then sometimes I'm just too confident, and I might think it's cover two, but forget it's a cover two cat corner blitz, and so I miss a block that I just know I could get if I was just just more focused, locked in, and instead of thinking I just got it. But definitely glad to be able to play receiver. It's more fun. In terms of you just get out there and just get to go ball, rather as a quarterback, you got to know everyone's position.
Yeah, we're talking to Jauan Jennings, our 49er Player of the Week, after his 2-touchdown performance in the Niners win over the Bears. The Rams are coming up. We'll talk about that in just a second. But I got to take us back to last spring, Jauan. There were a lot of 49ers fans, me included, who were thinking, oh, boy, don't lose Jauan Jennings. Don't lose Jauan Jennings. And sure enough, you guys were able to come to a contract. Can you talk about maybe last spring? Were you looking around the league? Was your agent looking around to see what was there? How did you and the Niners come to common ground?
I think it's just from the hard work I just kept putting in, and it was just I don't know. I was just forever grateful. I just stayed positive, and it happened. Just trying to make my just trying to show that I'm worth my deal. That's just all I'm focused on.
Yeah, and to Murph's point, I think a lot of 49er fans recognize what your value is to this team, not only as a receiver, but also as a blocker, Jauan. And it's funny, we just got done talking about yourself as a former quarterback. I think a lot of people would never expect a quarterback to block the way you do. So talk to us about your love of blocking and how you don't mind getting dirty out there.
Well, yeah, I played safety. I was the number one safety in Tennessee as well, and coming out of high school. So I always loved to hit. And so being able to block, as a quarterback, you're not allowed to block. And so being able to transition to receiver and now being asked to block, that's I really used that to get open at first because I didn't, just trying to learn the artwork of a receiver, and then, just kept working hard.
Yeah, it's no block, no rock, they say, right? You don't throw that block, and then it seems like you said about third down's about finding, if you work hard, good things happen, and same thing with your contract. If you work hard, good things happen. Do you feel like if I become the best blocker I can be, eventually the rock will find me?
I just think about playing hard. That's literally it.
Well, speaking of which, we're talking about where you're playing on the field, and it was discussed with Kyle Shanahan this week about you taking over the X slot that was Brandon Ayuk's. And so you've been lining up in different places. You've been in the slot. You've been in the X. Can you talk about learning the different verbiage and the different spots in the offense? Has it been difficult, Jauan?
A little bit. Definitely having some MAs out there. You want to be perfect, but you got teammates that pick you up, and just coaches. My receiver coach is going in throughout the playbook throughout the week, making sure we're good. It's not been too hard.
Yeah, and Murph mentioned the fact that Brandon Ayuk is now injured and absent for the remainder of the season. I'm curious about what the chemistry is like in that wide receiver room between guys like you, Debo, and the rookie, Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah, I wish my boy B was still with us for sure. It's our dog, and the room is still pretty much the same. We just go out there and we do our job to our best of our abilities, and we just keep each other up, and that's always been the receiver room. We're still waiting on that rookie dinner from Ricky.
Wait a minute. What does he owe you? What does he owe you?
Nah, he don't owe us anything. We just got to go to have our rookie dinner.
Yeah. He's got to get you something. Hey, your guy Debo was upset. He tweeted out about not getting the ball. Just wondering how you, as a teammate, how do you lift him up? Like, you're such a team guy. How do you say, hey, Debo, let's go, chin up? How do you do that?
I think football just take care of it. There's gonna always be that play that he's got to be ready for, and I know he will. And there's gonna be a play that's gonna change the game very quickly, and that's what he always does. I don't really know too much into what you guys are talking about, but Debo's fine.
Well, it's like you said. We asked John Lynch about it because his production's down across the board and everything, but he said you just keep going. Just keep going. Like, you feel like any play Debo gets the ball in his hands, you might see that play that changes his energy.
For sure. And I mean, we played a great game, got a dub. So we'll see what comes in this next game.
Which leads us to the next game. Wanted to ask you about the Rams. So 6-7. Like, it's not, if I told you after 13 games you'd have 6 wins, 7 losses, you'd be upset. That said, you got to win on Sunday and you have a game on Thursday. So do you guys view this now as sort of playoff time where you got to win every week like it's a playoff game?
I just focus on, the day at hand. I feel like we got to win this Tuesday. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, and we know how important each and every game is. We just got done talking to John Lynch earlier this morning, and he commented about Brock Purdy and Diamond Lenore in their pregame speeches actually on Saturday night. Jauan, being there for those meetings, what were those like, hearing those speeches from Diamond Lenore and Brock Purdy?
Definitely brought the room together, brought the room closer, and I thought it just brought a spark to the locker room.
For sure. And then we're going to leave the hardest hitting question for the end here, Jauan. What color is the hair today? What are we going with? You're so colorful, man, with your hair. What's the strategy?
Well, actually, this last color I had, I just let my barber do what he wanted to do, and it came out like Sonic Slushy. So I approve.
So you just said, you go. What do you go see him like every week, every other week? What do you do?
I haven't seen him recently. In the last 3 weeks, man. I've just been letting my hair grow back so I can get a clean edge up, man. I can't wait for it. But I normally see him every other week.
All right. And you let him choose the colors?
Not all the time. Just his last time, actually. Just his last time.
What's your favorite? Like, when do you feel the best? You come out of the chair, you're like, yeah, that's my color.
That's my color. Oh man, it's too many of them. I can't choose.
So you keep them guessing, huh?
Yeah, got to.
All right, Jauan. Well, listen, buddy, I've just burst onto the scene the last few years. 49er fan favorite, Third and Jauan, Chains, Benny and the Jet, whatever. Mm-hmm. Just call, like you say, just don't call you late for the huddle, right?
Just don't ever do that. No.
Well, listen, Kyle said it, John said it, that the one thing you do is you just play hard every play, and you said it too. So that's the message you got out. That's what we see every Sunday, or in this case, every Thursday. So good luck on Thursday. Win the day today, and thanks for hopping on KNBR with Murph and Markus.
Yeah, thanks, JJ.
Right. Great time. You guys have a good day.
Jauan Jennings on KNBR 104.5 and 680, the Sports Leader.